Cindy Darty. Some people know me on Twitter's Cutie Pie. And I made a QAnon quilt. And Weeping Angel asked me to make a video to describe the hidden messages in my quilt. So, without further ado, let's go. Most quilts are made symmetrical. In other words, what's done to the top is done to the bottom, what's done to each side mirror. But in my case, I have two borders that aren't found in the bottom. And this is like my headline scrolling banner that you see on the news stations. But mine only conveys one message, and that's in God we trust. And there's one message that President Trump has always made clear in his administration is that God is an important factor in our country. So I put this fabric up there in memory and in honor of him. The first thing we'll start on the left, what will be your right hand side or left hand side of the quilt. There's my Q rabbit jumping down the rabbit hole. And then you have the Q, and there's a hidden message in here. There's the blue cross that goes in the Q, and that's the blue cross of bravery, because all of us have to be brave to restore our nation. The next hidden message are the broken stars that are in the quilt. And it's this broken arm here that represents the FBI and the Department of Justice that's broken, and we need to fix it and bring justice under the law to everybody. It should be applied to everybody. So we got to work on getting that straightened out. This rabbit down here, there's really no hidden messages here other than we love Q and QAnon team. So this block is dedicated just to Q. The next blocks I'm going to talk about are the three rabbits that are on red, white, and blue. The first thing is that the prints that were used have the states printed on them. Of each individual state is the print. And that represents all of us in America working together, all the patriots from all the states, to restore our nation to its glory. The next thing that's a hidden message is I have the red fabric and the white fabric, but this one is denim. Now I have lots of blue fabric. This wasn't an issue, but I did the denim for the forgotten people in our nation, the flyover people that nobody ever campaigns to directly. And under Donald Trump's administration, he said that we are no longer forgotten. So this block is dedicated to all the people who fall in that category, that I didn't forget about you either. So that's very important right there. Obviously, this is President Trump in his full glory. And you notice that it's his left hand. Well, Jesus Christ sits on the right hand side of God. So I decided to put the rabbit with his left arm, because Trump is sitting next to God, guided by God and God guarded by his glory. And the important thing about Trump is the whole quilt just has squiggle lines, nothing fancy. But down the left arm of the rabbit are 4 stars. And that's dedicated to General Mattis, who is the Department of Defense. We love you, we respect you, and you have the dedication and loyalty of all the men and women serving in the military. So I wanted to make sure that you had your respectful place in my quilt as well. The next hidden message is the fabric that surrounds the rabbit. It's not found in any other part of the quilt. And that's the men and women in the Secret Service, United States Air Force, United States Marines, U.S. Navy, the U.S. Army, the Coast Guard, all the law enforcement and first responders that protect our president. And that's what it means. This fabric right here is surrounding the POTUS and protecting him from all harm, from any evildoers who want to bring down his administration. And I think that the whole quilt, where we go one, where we go all, is best defined in the binding on the quilt. The binding's the most important part because it puts all the pieces locked in together forever. There's multi shades of denim, meaning all Americans, everybody is holding America together. We're going to bring it back together and bind it as one again. And I think that I've covered it all. So, to President Trump and QAnon, you have a lot of people who are trusting you and loving you. And keep on going because we're still following you. And we're going to see this to the end and bring our nation back together in its glory. Thank you so much. And thank you, Weeping Angel, for giving me the opportunity to tell you about my quilt. Bye-bye.